Welcome back to ScarletSprites, guys. Today, finally, I have a physical copy of SNK's Samurai Shodown for the Nintendo Switch. Well, it's Samurai Spirits because this is the Japanese version, but you guys get it. We're talking about the same thing here. This has seemingly been out forever for Xbox One and PS4, and as an owner of neither of those systems, I just haven't played this yet. I've been waiting for the Nintendo Switch version to come out to get the opportunity. Here in the States, we are still on a delay with that until February 25th, which at the time of this recording is still more than 2 months out. I rarely ever buy non-US editions of games, but in this case I made the exception because I was just tired of waiting. There's also a bit of a backstory of an issue I had with ZenMarket, which I'm not going to get into today, but essentially I just wanted my money out of their site, and so I decided I could solve 2 issues by grabbing the Japanese limited pack from them. Also, given some recent special edition offerings here stateside, my faith that we would see something halfway decent was also pretty low. See? Really? So the focal point of this pack is definitely the AES styled case that the game ships with. Aside from the expected beautiful cover art, the case itself features some small but sweet subtleties like the SNK logo near the snap edge, and a raised SNK logo on the inside front of the casing. Also inside the case, you'll find some of the additional extras. The first that jumped out at me was the sticker of the game's referee, and a pretty perfectly cut piece of foam to protect said sticker. Yeah, the sticker is cool, but check out that foam, guys. Also on the inside is a small art book that contains drawings of the game's various characters, outfits, and weapons. There's also some layouts of the game's stages towards the back. Some might be disappointed this isn't a larger or hardback offering, but I kind of appreciated the simplicity of the notebook flip style. It seems more in tune with the game's overall vibe of the game's time period. Behind that, we have the game itself and more of that sexy foam holding the Switch case in place. As far as the case goes, nothing overly remarkable here. You'll notice it does say Samurai Spirits being the Japanese version. The cover does contain print on the reverse side, so when you open the case, there are basic controls on the left and some additional artwork of the game's lead here on the right. Still a few extras to go here, and one that I always appreciate, the inclusion of the game's soundtrack. And this one is a double disc. I don't know the game well enough to begin commenting on its soundtrack, but I'll definitely rip this to MP3 and give it a listen in the car here over the holidays. Up next is a travel case for your Switch. If I'm being honest, I don't love the checkered pattern design on this, and I would have preferred something a little more subtle, maybe like the SNK or Samurai Spirits logo across a solid color. Still, a nice case though, especially if you're currently without one. One thing that I can't convey to you through audio or video here though, is that this case stinks, as in it actually has a pretty strong smell to it. Even at half an arm's length, it's pretty pungent. If you can think of how a brand new pair of high tops smell and multiply that by 10, you'll get close to the experience I'm having here. This definitely needs the air outside of its plastic wrapper. And finally, our last piece here. This is Volume 2 of Neo Geo Freak magazine. Now, I don't read a word of Japanese, but this looks almost like a watered-down strategy guide by character to me. At the very least, each character's special moves are outlined. There are also some pencil drawings towards the back of the book. And that's it for the SNKOnline Shop / ZenMarket Special Edition extras. I do want to call out that Pix and Love Publishing is also selling a limited edition set for about $110 US. It comes with a more goldish framed AES print, but more importantly, a physical copy of the Neo Geo Pocket's Samurai Shodown 2 game for your Nintendo Switch. Also comes with a 134-page art book that appears to be a hardback. Now, there's no soundtrack or referee sticker here, though, so you have to decide which set you prefer, unless you're a samurai baller and grab both. Alright, the actual game. You'll notice when I pop this into my Switch, it does display as Samurai Shodown and not Samurai Spirits. So much like the AES MVS carts of yesteryear, this copy seems to pick up on your console's set region. To expand on that and answer a question I know several of you probably have, the in-game menus are in English, and you have the option to, of course, see English subs as well. You guys already know because I've mentioned it many times, I'm a very average fighting game player. In fact, average might even be generous on a good day. Doesn't mean I don't like and enjoy this series though. I always kind of think of that like I do sports. I love to play hockey, but knowing that I was never going to be in the NHL didn't stop me from having fun playing it. So go ahead and judge all you want here. The real goal was just to show you guys the gameplay and how this looks coming from the Switch. I unfortunately have no way to reference or compare this to the PS4 or Xbox versions. I don't own those consoles, and as I mentioned earlier, I've never played this before either. I do feel comfortable enough saying, based on just an hour of gaming, that this does feel like a Samurai Shodown game to me. So in that regard, to an old school guy like me, this at least feels like it belongs as a successor. I know some people don't like the 2.5D graphics here, but I think that's just unfortunately the reality of where we are from a modern day development standpoint. I mean, really, what's the ROI on SNK spending a considerable amount of money hand drawing all of this? It would no doubt be spectacular, but I just can't see that that would be something that would be in their best interest financially. At least, not yet. Again, I've only played this for about an hour at the time of the recording, but I'm pretty pleased with the experience, and I can definitely see this helping me to rack up more than 6 hours of playtime on my Nintendo Switch in 2020. That's it for my overview of SNK's Samurai Spirits Limited Pack. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below. As always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. Later, guys.